Welcome to my life on paper. I am Brianna. Thank you for joining me. I am continuing to play along with May I Scraplift You with Crystal from Pineapple Papers, and this is a layout by Sarah Davies. She is Sarah Davies on Instagram, and I will also have her YouTube channel linked below. Oh my gosh, Spectrum Sherbet, 49 in Market. Glad to be using the papers from this. Sheeted pink. I'm doing this gorgeous blue color. And I just went onto my stash and found all the similar papers that I could, and I ended up using, I think, all of them in some sort of fashion. These stickers are from Bo Bunny. Beautiful things, mini puffy stickers, and I picked them up because I thought they did go to this collection very well. So I trim those off of the sheet, and I lay some of those down around. I think I'm using some words and some arrows, and I want to use some of those rub-ons. So Sarah did not use the rub-ons, but I have problems using I mean, not have problems using the collection, but uh, want to, I don't want to say hoard it, but want to preserve it, want to look at it, and so I'm going with it's got to get on a layout so that I can look at it on my layout, and that's why I pulled the pulled the rub-ons out, and then I just grab out more of these beautiful embellishments from the chipboard set. Some of it like that little notebook piece of paper. I mean, the one on the bottom is from the set. The one on the top was just like from my stash from something left over. This is part of my therapy or my relaxation hobby is just going through things. So um, I think it was after doing this layout that I did put each color group into different uh, bags and separated them out. Until then, every time I've been using this collection, I will um, keep the whole collection in one bag and then sort it out individually, which is very time consuming. So, um, and here I'm just finding different pieces to the collection in that blue color and moving things around and seeing how it looks, making it pleasing to the eye. Keeping in mind Sarah's sketch, because I did want, that's where I'm getting my inspiration from. So I did use that round piece of paper. She doesn't have anything like that in her layout, but that was exactly like that in my paper stash, so that I wanted to use it. It was the right color. And so here's where I'm going to start getting down my photos, and I make a little bit of a boo-boo or a not what I wanted to do, but it all works out. And I know I want to layer some of the background pieces because that's what Sarah's got in her layout. But I think I did the bottom photo first where I should have done the top photo. And not that the photos could have been reversed, but it was all about how they layered. She is only using one photo in her layout, and with me using two, I layered them off center. See, there I go. Off center. Off center. Um, just a little bit for some interest. But I wanted to keep them kind of as concise and small or in scale as possible. And I probably, okay, so yeah, I wanted some of the layering on the bottom, so I made sure that photo had layering on the bottom. Now I'm going to layer up the top one and get some layering on the top. But I'm just checking to see where they should lay, and so then where the pieces should go. And then I get them glued down. This, I really enjoyed this, just working with this one collection, just working with the one colors. If you ask me my favorite way to scrapbook, it is monochromatic. Maybe that's boring, but I could do it every day, I think. Maybe I'd get sick of it, but give me a color and I'm ready to go. So even purple, I've got plenty of purple. That you know what, yellow is probably one I don't have, and I actually did do a yellow monochromatic recently. So I just have to get a little more creative then. So there are my layering bits on both of the photos. I get the circle in, and then I'm going to glue them down, and it's a good base for then starting to layer all the embellishments. And I think because of the size, I went up a little higher than what Sarah has in hers. And I don't know if you find these frames are hard to use, but it's just another embellishing piece that can be like a cluster base, and then you can layer stuff on top. I could have used it the other direction and put words underneath it, but I just look at it as another cluster base. There's that piece that it was just in my stash, so I layer that with the other notebook paper that's in the collection. This piece says amazing. So that has to go. And there's a big old blank spot, my photo, where instead of looking at I think it's the door. Yeah, definitely the door. It says amazing. I did use some stamps. There's the rub-ons, which I have to say, once you get those down, are just gorgeous. The way they lay on that paper. And it's a little darker than what the color on the background paper is. But how perfect is that? I mean, because you don't want it to meld in completely. In case you haven't used these 49 and Market rub-ons before, they're not like the old rub-ons that were totally hard to use. They go on beautifully. Don't give me a hard time at all. I'm just really making sure that it's all stuck down before I pick up my paper. And the nice part of it too is that you can use what you want of it. So like you see there's two leaves kind of hanging off the end on top there. I did use those. I could have trimmed those and put them somewhere else. So fun, but they just look like they were obviously meant to be there. And I did layer it right over my photo. You can't there because of the photo is darker, it's hard to see the leaf that goes over the photo, but it does not have a problem adhering at all to the photo. They go on super nice. And oh yeah, it goes on the upper part of the actually the left upper corner of this photo as well. I should go back and count how many layouts I've gotten out of this collection so far. It's I know it's at least 3, but it's probably more than that. But I have a lot of embellishments left to do, many, many more. So always glad to be using it. So now that I've got the rub-ons on, I'm ready to go with all my clusters, and I kind of have an idea of where I want to put them. That was a planner sticker of all things, match the color exactly. And then there's the stamp. And then this chipboard tag, again, it's an addition that Sarah didn't in particular have on her layout, but because I'm just really using my embellishments and making it pleasing to the eye, I don't have to use exactly, and it works really well over there. That's a Ellie Studio label that I can use for journaling. This is Easter, and I have many more photos to go with it, so just a little bit of journaling can go there. And then I get some of those puffy stickers down. In Wisconsin, Easter weather is hit or miss, so we were very thankful to be able to be outside in the beautiful weather on Easter this year. There goes that chipboard piece. I do put some twine on there, some white twine, so that we don't want an empty tag hole. And then I just use the regular ATG to adhere that down. It sits in there so nice. Oh, and then a label goes over the top of it. And it's a little bit different blue, but I like it that way in that, it doesn't blend. Even though we've got the monochrome, it's just a little bit different shade. Now, I bring out my sequins. I got a couple different packages from a prize from Christy's Beautiful Life. So I am using these. I don't often use sequins. Love how this turned out. So Oceans of Color is what I use from Spiegel Mom Scraps. Again, this was from Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Oh, no, it's not Oceans. It's Cranberry Bliss. Yep, Cranberry Bliss. I found the right color in there and picked those out and just used my liquid glue to make dots in certain places and put those down, and it just gives it the sparkle that it needed. I'm so excited. Make sure that you check down below. There is a playlist of everyone playing along with all of the May I Scrap Lift You. There's 200 plus, maybe even 300 different layouts. So I'm trying to watch them all. Great fun. As I say every video, I like doing this even better than sketches. So I'm just finishing up with the sequins. I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon with another video.